Hello everyone, this is my Pokemon Violet badge quest. For those who do not know what a badge quest is, it's basically you get a shiny Pokemon for each gym badge. So yeah, I'm only doing gym badges, not like all the things, because that's gonna be a ridiculous amount of shinies. Also, it would make it harder. And I'm not gonna talk about starting of this game because it's a stupid 1 hour tutorial and no one likes it and it's boring. So yeah. Also, a small warning for the game because yeah, just in case you haven't played it. So my first shiny hunt is Necly because I like Necly. It's cool. I like it's shiny. It has a good design. So I find it after a while. And I call it salty because K is going to be salty after we throw rocks at our bug types. I don't even know why I put it in there. I was sick when I wrote this, okay? We barely win against her though, but we do get the first badge. Next, we fight Claw, and we got lucky in the second phase because it just attacked Shelter. My next shiny hunt, I decide to get Strudel, but I don't because after a while, because I realize a shiny is kind of hard to see because I keep mistaking normal ones for the shiny. I then think Capsicid is a good choice because Scarlet would be good against Brasius, and I know you could find 5 stones around the area. But instead of getting a Capsicid, find a shiny Skidoo. I call it Capsicid because that's what I wanted. But the champion does use a Go-Go on her team, so it can't be that bad, right? I then beat the Bombardier Titan with my Necly. And then on Brasius, I use my Skidoo, and it's actually good because Sap Sipper. So the Sudowoodo will only use this not very effective rock throw on it. The next hunt is Sandygast. I like Sandygast shiny a lot. Like, it just changes so much and it just looks so good. I find it and I call it Sandy because, I don't know, Sandy. And before the third gym, Nomana's Florigato sweeps my whole team, which makes me realize that her Meowscarada will be horrible to fight later. Necly evolves. Iono was easy because Salt Cure and making Sandygast Pure Ground with Terror and getting lucky with Computer not hitting me. I tried Giacomo next, but failed badly because he got the 10% sleep chance twice in a row. I decided to fight him later. The next shiny hunt is Tinkatink. Instead of getting something good against Kofu, I try to get Tinkatink due to Tinkaton just being a really good Pokemon and having a good shiny. I find it quicker than the other ones so far, and I call it Caramel because it is the nickname of my Tinkatink on my main file. I win the Dark Team Starbase right after. It wasn't because Tinkatink, I just got better luck. But the Fire Team Starbase was too hard for me, so I went to Orthworm, which I beat easily with Salt Cure, which is better against Steel and Water type. Tinkatink evolves, and then Skidoo also evolved. We beat the 4th gym easily with our new Go-Goat. The next shiny hunt is Fumigo. I realize it's hard to find even when you boost encounters. Great. So the next target is Wattrel. I don't really like its shiny, so the next target came Fiddle. I just gave up. Next target is Bormy. I found it in like 7 minutes, so I find it quickly, catch it, and name it Strawberry. I immediately evolve it. I was able to beat Larry, aka the best gym leader, by using my other Pokemon and his first two Pokemon and using Gas and Knucklesag on his Staraptor. I also finally beat Mela, but still struggled a bit. Gas evolves into Palossand, Tinkatuff evolves into Tinkaton, Knucklesag evolves into, however you say its last evolution's name, Garganacl, whatever. I decide to shiny on my next Pokemon, which is Sneasel, because like Weavile is one of my most favorite Pokemon. I find it and name it Icy after my first ever Sneasel I caught ever. Also, I spelled Icy wrong on that Sneasel, but this time I spelled it right. I beat Rhyme easily, but toxicity was a bit of a problem, but I also beat the Quaking Earth Titan, Iron Treads, with only Palossand, and also accidentally taking out Arvin's Scovillain. We also beat the Poison Seed Starbase first try, but I was like 15 levels higher, so yeah. Next hunt is for Shiny Combee, which is a big risk because if it's male, it can't evolve. I find one, but of course, it is male. I name it Barry after the bee from the Bee movie. We do the Psychic Gen's weird gym challenge and beat Tulip after. Combee actually helped, somehow. Oh yeah, Sneasel also evolves after. After we do the final Titan, the Force Dragon Titan, and we beat it with my underlevel team thanks to Palmer's Nuzzle, which makes it so we finish the all Titans. The final shiny hunt is Marini. I like Marini because, I don't know, it just has a cool design. Also, it has a very good shiny. I find it, catch it, and name it Coral because, I don't know, its colors just remind me of the ball. Easily beat the last gym, because, you know, Kusha uses ice types, which is one of the worst types. I evolved Marini, and I beat Ortega, the person who uses fairy types with toxic spike strategies, because even though the red room does not get affected by effects, it still goes down pretty easily. I failed against Area the first time, but after Chansey grinding, which is way better than Terra Raid grinding, I found out, I still struggle, but I do beat her. I go fight Arvin, Director Clevel, and Penny, and beat them all just by using toxic spikes. I'm about to go fight the Elite Four, and this is my team. Toxapex, Tinkaton, Palossand, Weavile, Go-Go, and our first shiny, Garganacl. I do the interview and pass first try. I'm like, what do they even have an interview here? It doesn't make any sense. I beat the Elite Four with a couple of Pokemon getting fainted, but I have revives max potions I picked up on my way, so I'm good. I then get to Gita, who I thought was going to be easy because everyone calls her the worst champion. And I also beat her first time in my playthrough, and none of my Pokemon fainted. But this is different. All my Pokemon faint, mostly because of King Gambit. That I have to Salt Cure Stall with revives and potions, and to make sure I keep Toxapex and Palossand alive in order to beat Go-Go and Glamora. Anyways, I easily beat Nemona, who I thought would be harder, but I beat her with Toxic Spikes, and the only time Pokemon was painted was to Terra Boosted Flower Trick, but that's a broken move, so I'm not counting it. And Arvin calls us to go to Area 0 after. We go to Area 0, and spoilers, turns out Professor Taro is dead and has been replaced by an AI, and is not happy about us trying to stop his time machine, but he was a pretty easy fight. The end.